Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Brickfilms.com monthly recap. We're your hosts, the Brickfilm Bros.
Today we'll be going over everything that's happened in January on Brickfilms.com.
That means all of the contests and challenges from last month, as well as a few of our favorite brick films from January.
At the end, we'll also be reacting to a random brick film from January, so make sure to stay tuned to see which one gets picked.
If you aren't familiar with Brickfilms.com, make sure to go check it out, link in the description. It's a great resource for anyone who loves LEGO stop motion.
For contests this month, we haven't had as many contests as usual because Brickstars was in December, so we've kind of slowed down a little bit for the beginning of 2026. But we still do have some news about the contests from this month. So Brickstars, I think the whole jury has finished judging. The only thing that is left to do is show them in a cinema in Paris. So you can buy your tickets directly from Brickfilms.com, and you can go see the results of Brickstars in a theater in France.
There's also been a couple of challenges this month. There was challenge 143, which was drifting, and 144, which was ice skating.
Mm-hmm. The drifting challenge actually got a pretty good number of entries. I think it was somewhere around 15, which is pretty high for a challenge. I think this was a really good choice for a topic.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been done before because there's a lot of things you can do with car animations, and drifting is like the basic thing.
Yeah. I really liked the number of entries we got into that one, and I also liked how the ranking was. I think it was a really good portrayal of how the brick films actually lined up, which I thought was good. Sometimes some of the challenges or some of the contests that have more entries, the ranking is it's more subjective since there's so many different ones, and if there's two that are on near the same level, they can like flip-flop between the ranking.
Yeah, and then ice skating hasn't been finished yet. It hasn't been completely ranked, has it?
Yeah, I think it did end recently.
Right.
This one I think only got 4 entries, which is pretty low. So we had one really good. One really good challenge with a lot of entries, and then one with only like 4, which was a little bit disappointing to see, but I can see why there wasn't as many entries into an ice skating challenge.
Yeah, the set design seems particularly hard for for this one because like making ice in Lego would be really difficult. It would be cool if you could make it like actual ice.
That would be really cool.
But that would be a little bit uncomfortable to animate, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how you would stick. I'm not sure how you would stick the minifigure to the ice. We also decided to put the brick film of the month in this segment instead of the brick film segment because it's kind of a contest to see who can make the best brick film in every month. So the winner for December was The Bedouin and the Biplane by King Billy Pictures.
Yep. We talked about this one on our last podcast, so if you want more information about that, go check us out on our channel. Mm-hmm. And you can also check out his video in the description. We'll have a link.
Yep, we'll just give a little bit of a description of the brick film. So it's basically a biplane crashes in the desert, and a nomad helps the person in the airplane fix his plane. And I really liked this one for all of the facial expressions. I think that was my favorite part. The brick film creator made the facial expressions custom and like put them onto the minifigure, and I saw a behind the scenes video, and it was really cool. I like how that looked on them. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a really cool brick film. It was the creator does a lot of brick films in the desert. Actually, I think they have the same setup for all of them because like it's a very brightly lit, and like there's sand and then like a sky background.
Mm-hmm. I think they won. They might have won a contest, or they got a high ranked in it for their brick film. The Teapot Troopers, I think, was the one. That one was really cool too. I liked how they made the teapot out of Legos. Yeah, it was cool like a giant wooden teapot.
Mm-hmm. That's all for contests from January. So let's move on to our brick film segment.
For January, there were a lot of THAC Brickfilms posted. If you don't know what THAC is, it's the 24-hour animation contest. It is hosted by Bricks in Motion, so we have a lot of overlap between people that are posting and entering on Brickfilms.com and on Bricks in Motion, so we get a lot of THAC entries posted on Brickfilms.com in January.
Yeah, I think both of my my favorite brick films from this month were posted in THAC. So
Okay,
and
yeah,
one of yours.
one of mine is, yeah. So do you want to give us your first pick?
Yeah. So my first pick is called Johnny Thunder and the Spear of Ilapu. It was made for THAC, so in 24 hours or less, probably less. I mean, you got to sleep.
No, you don't. No, you don't need to sleep.
But I think the big thing that really popped out for me about this brick film is the comedy, because as a creator, I know how difficult it is to quickly create like a comedic scene.
Yeah, I've always struggled with writing the comedy is the hardest part.
Right, and he just has so much comedy in his like 3-minute brick film. So that was really impressive to me.
Yeah, I actually laughed out loud when he started singing The Land Down Under.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And this was a brick filmer, Star Brick Studios. He does a bunch of Johnny Thunder brick films.
Yeah.
So it was really cool that he could incorporate his like main thing into a contest. So.
Yeah, I really liked this one. I also liked how the set was built. It looks like it was really simple to put together, but it also covered all the things you need for a set really well.
Yeah.
Set building is one of my least favorite parts about brick filming. I just find it really hard to put the right things in the right places in the background and make it look natural. I really don't like that part, and
yeah.
I'm trying to become better at it so that it becomes easier, because I think it's super satisfying when I see a like behind the scenes and of a set, and it's not like completely built, but it still covers everything, and like it looks like it's a full set.
Yeah, because when you're building with Lego, there's a lot of restrictions that you don't have when you're building with other material, because it is kind of restrictive. Even though there are many Lego pieces, they still fit together in only a couple of ways usually. So.
And the other thing is just the amount of bricks you need. Like, when you just think about trying to build a set, you think, I need this whole building, and that takes a lot of bricks. So it's hard to dial it down so you just build the part that's going to be in camera, and it will still look like it's the full thing.
Right.
So I want to get better at that, and I think it will improve brick films a lot to have a good backdrop.
So that was my first pick. What about you? What was your favorite brick film?
My first pick for one of my favorite brick films in January is Tales of Amelia the Usurper by Osome Studios. This was another THAC entry. I really like this one a lot for the dialogue and the storyline. I think it is only like about 2 minutes long, but it's written really well so that it will be a good story on its own, but also feel really big, like a big story. And it's about this man that works for an emperor, and he's ordered to root out any threats to the throne. And for the beginning, it seems like he's like this honored like knight kind of, but when he gets there, he's supposed to kill a baby because it threatens the emperor's position. And he looks in a mirror, and then like you see his face flicker between his human face and an orc face, and I thought like it was done really well. Like it seemed very meaningful when you watch it,
because THAC has like a 24-hour period that you have to film within. There's like mod elements and themes that you have to include in your brick film. So it's really cool when you see like a really like well thought out brick film within the confines of that. Yeah,
I'm always amazed to see how people fit the mod elements into their brick films and like make it still look like the theme that they chose, even though you can choose completely different themes. Like for THAC, there was sci-fi and fantasy and like just modern day brick films. So that was really cool to see. The other really cool part about this one was just the lighting fit really well because it was cool lighting in a forest. It looked like it made it feel like it just rained. It was like slightly damp, and I really liked the feel of this. It fit really well with the overall story and the animation. There's also a behind the scenes video that the creator did. He and his wife worked on this together and did this whole thing in 24 hours, and it's about a 10-minute video. So, and it was really well done. I really liked how the behind the scenes, how the layout was, and you should definitely go check that video out. Link in the description.
So my second pick is a brick film called Return by Mosh 5256. So this brick film was also for THAC, and it's like a sci-fi brick film about I think he's a soldier. It's not entirely clear.
He seems like maybe like a police officer or something like that.
Right, but there's the initial scene. It has like a super shallow depth of field, and it looks super like awesome and cinematic. So I really liked that. And also the storyline is really cool, even though you don't get a lot of details. What I picked up from it is like some kind of warrior, like hired warrior, retires, and then his family is killed by the people he was fighting. So he has to put on his armor. He has to put his armor back on and go fight them again. So this was a really cool curriculum. It was only like a minute and a half long.
Yeah.
So it was it's really cool what people can do in such a short amount of time, like give you such a feel for the world they created.
Yeah, it gives you a feeling that this isn't just like a minute and a half film. It's like this whole giant world that, but you can still see it in just like a minute and a half, which is really cool. I have a little longer of brick film to talk about next. This is the Battle of Abraham Major by Jim Jam Films. So this is a Star Wars brick film about a battle on a planet called Abraham Major, and I really liked this. I think the thing I liked most about it was how they lit all the different set pieces, like so the lasers were lit very well. They looked like they were glowing, but they were still like in shot effects, and I thought that was done really well. And then there was also this amazing shot when they were in this room with a hologram table, and they had these see-through blue studs, and they actually lit the underside of that so that it looked like it was an actual hologram. And again, this is in shot, so I really liked how this turned out. It was really cool.
Yeah, we seem to get some Star Wars brick film on the podcast pretty much every month.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm always amazed at the lighting, because you have like these lasers flying all over, casting like blue or red, green light on the like characters, and a lot of them are done amazingly well.
Yeah. It's surprising how well you can light the lasers. I'm not even completely sure how they do it still.
Yeah.
So, the other thing that was incorporated in this brick film was a Blender shot. So I think they used Blender. For the ocean and the spacecraft that were flying over the ocean, and it fit surprisingly well with the Legos. Like, it was the same quality, like. It was the same pixelation as the Legos, which I thought was amazing, and it like blended really well with the physical Legos. Like, you could almost not tell a difference unless you looked closely.
Yeah.
The one other thing I really liked about this one was at the end there's a transition where I think there was someone like with I can't remember exactly. I think it was of some kind of blaster. They were shooting really fast, and then it transitioned to like a tea kettle making the same kind of noise, except it was completely flat. I thought that they did a really good job like transitioning, because it's supposed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi looking back on the battle of Abraham Major, and he's writing about it. So I think that transition was really cool, how they like made it look like he was thinking about it and then just like came back to reality. I thought it fit really well.
So it looks like we've come to an end in our brick film segment, so now it's time to move on to the random brick film. In this segment, we'll be spinning a wheel to decide what random brick film to watch this month.
I'm always surprised to see how many brick films we get every month. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot day to day, but if you look at the wheel, there's like at least 100 on there every single month, which is kind of crazy. That's more than 3 a day. So, shall we spin it?
Let's spin the wheel.
And the winner is...
Lego Batman Dissonance, Episode 6.
I haven't actually seen this, so I'm excited to see what this is. Okay, so this is a hour-long brick film, so we won't be watching the whole thing, but we'll watch part of it, and we'll leave you guys to see the rest of it if you would like to. So, let's start.
He misses you. More than I think he cares to admit. There was nothing he relished more than seeing the two of you come home every day. You weren't similar to the other wealthy families that he knew, where they were too engrossed into their professions to the extent of neglecting their own child. You made time so you could see him. And I don't know how you did, considering how occupied you were. Maintaining the legacy of the Wayne is not an easy task. Which is why I think Bruce has been struggling with it. And why I think I am to
I really like the snow sounds, and like they fit really well with the visuals.
Yeah. And the lamps are lit really well.
Yeah.
But the choices he's made, the things he's done, I just couldn't stand to... The bombs are going off in 9 hours. And if they really do what Mr. Dent of all people says, then the legacy you have been driving towards will be lost. Perhaps it was lost long before this. From the events that may unfold, there is a possibility that Bruce will share your fate. And if that happens, I know his last thoughts will be of you two, because he misses you. As do I.
Wow, that is a huge set.
Yeah, I wonder if they built that.
I think so. I think wow, that's really big.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see like the behind the scenes on this. This seems like a giant production.
Yeah. Footsteps are kind of loud.
Yeah, I think they might have done a little bit quieter, but...
Hang on, old-timer. Don't make this any harder for yourself. Wallet. Now.
Hey, asshole. He's mine. I saw him first.
And I saw him second. Beat it.
Don't you believe in honor among thieves?
No. Do you?
Well, that's a very smooth fight sequence.
Yeah, I like how that flows so well.
bruise.
Alfred, come home.
It's an interesting voice for
Of
Batman.
course.
Yeah.
It seems like they
Wow.
made the minifigures themselves. I haven't like the Gordon minifigure I didn't recognize, and I didn't
Yeah.
recognize the Alfred minifigure either.
Yeah. It's crazy how big all the sets are. It must have taken a lot of building.
What's the situation?
We barricaded as much as we could. It's not gonna buy us much time, though.
How many are out there?
I don't know. 30? 40?
I'm not putting up with this. We're goddamn sitting ducks in here while the whole city's about to blow up.
There are nearly 3 times our numbers out there.
Then we round up our guns, and we take them on.
They've got guns too.
Hey, enough! Have you gotten in touch with the others?
Most of them haven't responded. The ones that have said they aren't coming.
The bomb diffuser squad?
Same thing, mostly.
What about the National Guard?
They've only set up a perimeter around the city limits. The commander said publicly that Gotham isn't worth the lost men, so they're keeping their distance from the bombs.
So this is the part where you go on a whole spiel about not losing hope, right?
I think this is probably a good place to wrap up. So we'll let the viewers decide if they want to watch the rest of that themselves.
It seems like a really good brick film. I like how it looks so far. I might have to finish it myself.
Yeah, you don't really come across a lot of like hour-long brick films.
Yeah.
But we watched Cry.
Is that
a while ago?
How long is that?
That's an hour and 10 minutes, I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the longest I've seen before, but this would be longer than that.
Yeah. So it's like the quality of this is amazing for how long it is. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure this took years to make. Can't even imagine making an hour-long brick film. I'll probably finish watching it. So
yeah.
if you're still watching at this point, thank you very much. We really couldn't do this without you. If you want to support us any further, the best you can do is just subscribing. We are trying to grow our channel, and we would really like the help.
Also, make sure to check out brickfilms.com. It's a great website, whether you like making brick films or just watching them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll be back next month to talk about anything and everything that goes on brickfilms.com.